Hello guys and welcome back to my story. Today I'm going to be telling you the story of the prince and his tall nose. So let's get started. Once upon a time there lived a king, and he was very rich and he loved nothing but having a son. But after many days of taking his wife to the hospital, he found that all the doctors were saying the same thing. Your wife could not give birth anymore. So he was really upset, but one day he saw a princess that was really beautiful. So he said, I must get rid of my old wife and get her. So before he could even ask her for marriage, a crazy witch came and said, I shall make this girl hate you much than ever. So, because that witch hated his wife, that's why. So, he just said, no, please. Then she put a spell on her that would make her always hate him. Nothing but hate him. And she gave her a cat and said, you will love this cat forever. So, the king was really upset when he went back to his palace. So, he kept like that for like 2 weeks. Then he said to his guards, do any of you know where is a witch, a good witch? Then they said, one of them said, yes, I can take you there, but it's underwater, a cave. Then the king said, let's go. So they went underwater, and the king said to the guard, you go, I'll follow you later. Then he told the witch, I need some help from you. She said, if I can, I'm gonna do it for you. So he said to her, I need that girl, but I can't marry her. Another witch put on her a spell that she would always hate me, and this cat, the girl loves nothing but this cat. So then the witch said to him, I will tell you a secret that will make your son have love with her. Then the king was shocked, and how do I have a son? I don't even have a son, and even if I have, he's gonna take years to grow up and marry, and she would be like an old lady. So she said to him, no, you see this cat? If you stepped at her tail, this cat will change into a really handsome prince, and he would say to you, hello dad, and this time you must agree to be his dad. So the king was delighted, but the witch made him disappointed him again. I'm sorry, but we have a problem in this. Then the king was angry and he said, what? She told him, but your son after marriage, if he gave birth, his children will have long nose. From the beginning they'll have normal, but each time they lie, their nose are gonna grow taller and taller. So the king said, we'll see about that later. So he went and he said to the girl, can I borrow your cat? The girl hated him much, but she said, okay. So he took her in his palace, and the girl said, can I come? Well, she already hated him. So he said, okay, sure. When she was sleeping, he would go to the cat and try his best to step on that tail, but he couldn't. It's too hard than he thought. He thought it's gonna be like simple. It appears that her tail is like stronger than stone if you try to step on it. And she's really fast at running. He couldn't touch her. He couldn't even catch her or do anything with her. He kept like that for 8 days, until one night he came creeping in the middle of the night where she and the girl were sleeping. He took the cat slowly so that she can't feel, and with all his force, with his newest shoes, he stepped on the tail. Then the cat just made a horrible sound, and suddenly it changed into a handsome prince saying, hi daddy. Then the king said, you must marry this girl. You must to. Then the guy said, the prince said, no, no problem, Daddy, I am going to. So, after 1 week, the girl, the spell was broken now, so she loved the man again, and she was falling in love too with the prince. So, they were married, but after soon, the king remembered if they had children, each time they lie, they must have long nose forever, but there's no kid on earth that must not lie. So, at first he was shocked, but then the witch told him something. You completed the first part. Now, for the second part, for their nose, I don't know how to help you really. So, the king disappointed himself and just went back home. So, he came to the prince and said to him, hey, can we please have a private conversation? Then he said to him, yeah, Dad, no problem. Then he told him, the king told his son, you are going to have sons and daughters with long nose if they lie. Then the prince said, okay, then what happens? Then the king said, aren't you feeling bad for them? Then he realized, the son told him, don't you realize that girl can't give birth like my mom? Then the king was shocked, and when he went to the witch said to him, I don't know, my experiments prove that their sons must have long nose, but the king was now happy, so he just lived with his wife, and while his son and the girl lived happily soon after. And they didn't have children, they're just normal. And I hope you enjoyed, guys, and that's it for now. I'm gonna complete one more tomorrow. See ya.